One of Dixon's requests.
Of course, it's depressing.
Yeah. Those bummer songs. Well, people ask me, where do songs come from? Where do you get the ideas for songs? Well, basically, you listen to people. You listen to what people say. People say the darndest things. I think Art Linkletter said that. I had this brother-in-law. His name was Bob. You can always trust a guy named Bob. And Bob was, he was so handsome. He would look like Superman. That's how handsome he was. He was a bodybuilder and even had the little, curl down his forehead. He looked just like Superman. And Bob would enter a room, and I would see 80-year-old women go, women just fell all over Bob. And he's a great guy. And he also played guitar, and you'd be in the kitchen with Bob, and he'd just pick up the guitar and he'd start singing to you. He'd look you right in the eye when he's singing to you. Made you really uncomfortable. But Bob knew how to make an entrance. Like being good looking was not enough. Bob would walk in the room and he'd go, "Hooty-hoo!" What? "Hooty-hoo!" You knew Bob was there. And I thought, well, that sounds like that ought to be in a song. So I wrote a song called Hooty Hoo. And I found out later that there's actually a day in Canada called Hooty Hoo Day, where you go out and when you're so sick of winter, you go out and you yell at the sun, "Hooty Hoo!" to try to get spring to come. Maybe it makes sense if you're Canadian. But it turns out that me and my wife actually got married on Hooty Hoo Day. So all's a big circle. The girl said, "Do you love me?" The boy said, "I do." The girl said, "Prove it." The boy said, "Hooty hoo." I headed for the water tower straight to the top with my spray paint can, and I did not stop. I painted your name larger than life, about 8 feet tall and about 12 feet wide. I think that you believed me when I came back down. For a couple of weeks we were the talk of the town. And the girl sang hooty hoo, and the boy sang hooty hoo. Everybody sang hooty hoo, hooty hoo. Then I left town looking for the Holy Grail. You left the very next week with the jet set sailing for the Caribbean where the rich kids play. I missed you so much I fell down and prayed. I joined every church that claimed they knew my sin. They made me write the Lord's Prayer on the head of a pin. And the girl sang hooty hoo, and the boy sang hooty hoo. Everybody sang hooty hoo, hooty hoo. Well, one year it was the factory, and 1 year the park. We heated with wood and the house caught fire. I reached for a figure through the smoke and the sparks, but which one did I save, the girl or the guitar? I made a lot of money, I got a lot of good press, writing paperback novels like a man possessed. Every name was changed, every story was true, every priest was me, every stripper was you, and they danced like angels cast out for being lovers. I wrote their life story on a matchbook cover, and the girl sang hooty hoo, and the boy sang hooty hoo. Everybody sang hooty hoo, hooty hoo. Oh, drum solo. thinks another dumb kid had made that long, hard climb, wasted his paint, wasted his time. But I know I'd do it all again if you asked me to. But I take you with me this time, singing hooty hoo. The girl sang hooty hoo.